Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Agoric second community call. I'll be joined by a few people a little later on, but I'm very excited about the progress we're making and that I'll be sharing with you today. So we will start first. You can ask questions in our normal Discord community chat. So go to Community General on Discord if you're already signed up for that. If you aren't, there's the link. Go sign up. And please join us to talk about everything from smart contracts to how to build DeFi Legos and combine them with Agoric. You can also, of course, raise questions in the YouTube chat, and they will get surfaced up to me here. Okay. You find my mouse here, and there we go. All right, so our agenda, I'll give you an update of where Agoric is at and what we've done in the last month. And then we're going to talk about Hack the Orb, which is a hackathon that we are doing with Chainlink this month that we're very excited about. And then finally talk about what's next going into December and January and so forth. So for the technical update, let me start there. We've had a lot of infrastructure progress that will be behind the scenes, that will be, I won't say invisible because it's important to becoming a real platform that large-scale mainstream apps can run on. So key things around scaling and perf, some of which are in the alpha that as it evolves to beta. So as you sync up and keep building on our stuff, those will roll in transparently. We have our current testnet integrates the Cosmos Stargate release, and we'll keep tracking that as that goes out to final release and roll out in Cosmos SDK. So we're very excited about that. That has all the latest IBC. It has state sync. It has all the wonderful features on Stargate. So we're very happy to do that. And our testnet will be integrating and already has been connected to other chains as part of the testing of the Cosmos Stargate. And our secure ECMAScript, the secure version of JavaScript that we do smart contracts in, we have pushed it out into Cosm.js as well. Cosm.js is a key library, client library for talking to not just the Agoric system, but lots of other Cosmos SDK systems out there. And so we did the work to get out into the various JavaScript libraries that are pulled into Cosm.js to provide that toolkit that we all use, and they are all now in the subset of SES, the 99.99% of SES that is actually securable. And we're very excited about that, and we'll be maintaining that over time and working with the rest of the community to make sure the rest of the tools and systems are all compatible with that, raising our ability to secure the Agoric and the Cosmos extended ecosystem as well. And then finally, we did, and that's Cosm.js, by the way. And finally, we did a integration with the Chainlink oracles. So we have Chainlink oracles appearing in Agoric. You may have seen announcements of that. We're very excited about that, and we'll be talking a bunch more about that in just a moment. So that's on the infrastructure side. We've also continuing our development of the dapps and Legos and economy pieces and so forth. I'll call out a few particular ones here. In terms of dapps, because these are demonstration dapps that you can easily look at key concepts like a fungible token faucet, a NFT card store that is a very simple extension of it. And these are things that we now use in our workshops to be able to talk through key concepts in the Agoric ecosystem to make it easy for developers to build these kinds of dapps and plumb them through to our wallet now and other wallets in the future. And we also built some other key DeFi Legos, specific contracts. So pulling out of our stablecoin engine, something that is just a loan contract, just a CDP. We have those. We have that's about ready for your consumption in the Agoric SDK, and similarly a call spread that I'm going to talk a little bit more about now. So a call, right? This is a kind of derivative, in DeFi Legos, right? In the world of finance and now in the world of DeFi. A call is a digital asset that gives you the right to purchase some other underlying asset for a given price up until a deadline. And it's a key ingredient. So, in this graph, this is a typical graph out of the financial world, a key of the payoff for this particular derivative instrument. And so a call spread is one that has that has a call at the top and a call at the bottom. And I love the phrase, reading from Wikipedia, right? A linear payoff sandwiched between two constant payoffs. Okay, that's the nice phrase that my economist gave me to talk about here. I'm not going to go into what a call spread is and how to use it. The key thing is it's a DeFi Lego that we implemented because it can be used as a primitive it can be used to build all of the other economic derivative instruments that people use commonly. So it's a DeFi Lego that can be used for call options, obviously, puts, futures, binaries, state options, etc. Binaries being the kind of option that is used in prediction markets, right? And so yeah, as a reusable instrument, that's very exciting because we can now have a market with these call spreads used in a bunch of different ways, but all fungible and tradable with each other. So it's an exciting component, just as an example. And we will have workshops on it next week as part of the upcoming hackathon. So our economist will talk about how you use a call spread for all these different use cases. And then Chris Hibbert, one of our developers, who has built prediction markets previously, he's going to go through exactly how the code works and take you through it as a implementation of a DeFi Lego and how you could use it in various examples, and how it ties into oracles that we integrated in so that it can achieve some of these additional use cases. So let's talk about that oracle thing. We now have the plumbing into Chainlink oracles. They surface not just at a low level, but as a reusable component. So the Agoric platform that we'll be rolling out in 2021, the Agoric public chain, is not just a chain to be able to have smart contracts, to be able to have DeFi Legos and so forth, but it's not just where they can execute securely and safely and be combined safely, but they can execute in a stable economy. And so much of what we're building are the economic pieces so that, for example, execution is paid for in a local currency, in a local stable coin that can integrate using blockchain, using IBC to connect to other blockchains and other assets. So a key ingredient of that is being able to have connections to the real world. That's what's necessary to start moving into mainstream use cases like insurance and reinsurance and other financial mechanisms that are not just DeFi, but also off-chain applications. So the connection via oracles to get price information, weather information, to be able to control the outside world is absolutely crucial for a blockchain going forward. And so we're proud to be working with Chainlink on that so that our chain will launch in an information-rich environment. And so we have a hackathon starting end of this week. And let me introduce you to Roland Grouse. He is our product manager. And you will be certainly hearing from him. And if you're building these things, if you're participating in the hackathons, if you're building use cases going forward, he's one of the many people that you will interact with, and he's going to tell you some about the hackathon here.
Thanks, Dean. So hi, everybody. Really happy to be part of the Agoric team. And I'm going to start out by talking a little bit about the hackathon. So as Dean mentioned, we are partnering with Chainlink on Hack the Orb, and we have a hackathon starting this Friday. So if you haven't signed up already, we have a bunch of signups, but if you haven't signed up already, please do come in. We're taking a wide range of people. If you're a developer, product manager, UI, UX, if you're just interested, please do come to our website and sign up for the hackathon. I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk through what we're doing specifically with Hack the Orb. So at a quick high level, we've got $10,000 in prizes across various categories for the hackathon. So that will be for things like best DeFi app, best new use of Agoric, and a number of other prize categories that we'll go into more deeply as the hackathon actually starts. We are, and this hasn't quite been announced yet, but we have a fireside chat with Sergey and Mark M. Mark Miller is our chief scientist at Agoric, and they'll be chatting on Friday. So really excited about that. Look forward to more coming out on our socials regarding that conversation. We'll be having a number of different workshops and talks as part of the hackathon, which include a DeFi introduction for new developers. We know that a lot of you may be coming in without necessarily a strong DeFi background or something that you're just interested in exploring. And so we'll be going into that. We'll have deep coding workshops across a variety of the things that we've launched. So if you're interested in understanding specifically how you would implement a Chainlink Oracle in Agoric, we've got a lot of help there. We'll be diving in, as Dean mentioned, to our call spread and our loan contracts that we've launched. So you'll be able to see how you can use the code that we've written to implement the ideas that you guys have. And then we'll also be talking about security in Agoric. And I'd like to frame that more broadly as just the Agoric platform in general. So as we get closer to mainnet launch, we want to make sure that you guys have an understanding of what's different in Agoric, what you can express in Agoric that you cannot express in other systems. And we've got some talks focused on that as well. So just in more detail, this is our summary. So in Pacific time, we're starting Friday at 8 a.m. And we've got talks through a decent part of the morning on Friday, the morning on Saturday, and then additional talks throughout the week. So if you're not able to make every single talk, obviously not a huge deal. They will be recorded and you'll be able to go back, and you will have opportunities to connect with us later, and we'll make sure that concepts are covered multiple times.
Let me jump in here real quick. I really want to thank a lot of the Chainlink folk that are helping both on the integration side that we're working with, but also some of these talks are for them. And we're very excited about having Chainlink community folk come in and show us what they can do with information and our smart contract thing. So.
Yes, yeah, thank you, Dee. Yeah, Chainlink has been a huge help, not only in helping us sort of make sure that we are connecting in the right way, but in offering their time and expertise in giving these talks as well. So I want to talk a little bit about team formation as well. So as I mentioned, a lot of you have already signed up for the hackathon. About 30% of you have indicated that you're looking for a team, and that's typical for a hackathon. So we have a few different ways that will help you get connected. To start out with, Discord is open right now. So you have access to the hackathon Discord. We have a team formation channel. Feel free to start using that as soon as you want. So today, tomorrow, before the hackathon starts, you can start posting in there. We'll have some specific prompts and ideas for how you guys can get connected. We have a Build a Team event on November 6th. So that'll be something that's a little bit more interactive, and there will be more details coming there. But obviously, don't feel like if you can't make that event that you won't find somebody. That's not true. We'll make sure that communication is happening in Discord and through other means as well throughout the hackathon. And then finally, to be honest, just reach out to me directly if you want. So rollin@agoric.com. I'm in Discord as well. I'm a green team member in the Agoric team. So please do just reach out to me if you've got any questions, and I will likely be reaching out to you. So with that, I'd like to talk a little bit about what we're excited about and what's coming up for Agoric more broadly beyond the hackathon. And that is our platform beta. So we launched our alpha earlier in Q3, I believe, and the beta is quickly following on with that. And there's a few important details about the beta that we're really excited about. So the community piece, the voting and governance, these are things that are a little bit less connected with the beta, but we have a bunch of examples of pluggable governance modules. Dean did a talk about a week and a half ago at the Liquidity Conference on governance, and a lot of that is coming out of our work as well. So you'll be able to use our existing components in governance to plug into your own systems. We've got, as Dean mentioned at the beginning, a lot of work on the infrastructure side, which mostly may be transparent to you as a developer, but there are some important pieces, and that's a lot of our focus as well. But then most critically, our efforts on the core economy. So one of the interesting things that Agoric is going to be implementing is taking the tried and true pieces of DeFi, which include things like stablecoins and vaults, collateralized debt, and building them into the protocol level. So Dean mentioned the covered call spread, and we have a loan contract we'll be showing at the hackathon. That comes out of our work that will come into the core economy pieces as well. And the beta launch will include those pieces. So we'll start to see more of our economy coming together which obviously will include an automated market maker, staking rewards, and then some wallet pieces that we can't quite announce yet, but we're really excited for the direction that that's going. And so while, as you're getting ready for the hackathon, or before the beta launches in general, we just want to remind you, please do come and download the alpha, play around with the documentation, play around with the code, reach out to us if you have questions, if you want to talk about our models, if you want to argue about computer science concepts, please do just come and talk to us. We're really excited about the alpha and even more excited about the beta, and looking forward to having more and more developers play with it. So as the last piece here, our next community call, we do these once a month, will be December 2nd. Please do follow us on Twitter and join our Discord.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roland. So that's the quick summary of where we're at. We'll be around here and be delighted to take or respond to any questions. But I really hope you will join us in Discord. And for all the developers out there, the focus of the Hack the Orb is about really connecting to information, really pulling that in as a DeFi component, and exercising the smart contract model with access to that kind of Oracle information. We're really excited to be able to bring that in and start opening up a new set of components to build that applications as we roll out to mainnet will be able to use. And so I hope to see a lot of you there at the hackathon. Thank you all for your time, and we will see you. One more thing I want to add later on this month, that is with respect to our ongoing starting to showcase and talk about what we're doing from the crypto economy point of view. Bill Tulla, one of our economists, he will be talking about our approach to stablecoin and the stablecoin architecture for the Agoric testnet, what I refer to as our local currency. And so that will be on November 18th, I believe. It'll be at the same time slot of this, 2 weeks from now. And so I hope that several of you will join us for that, and you can see that on our event calendar, and there will be announcements around that. But we're very excited to be able to start talking about some of these pieces and how they will all fit together. So with that, we will wrap up here and look for questions. And thank you all for your time.